Let's get into this big celebration and find out a little bit more about what transpired earlier on and why this is so meaningful. Please welcome up here now Pay TV South Africa's CEO, who will officially open up the small festivities. Byron du Plessis, a round of applause.
Thank you, Carol. To correct, just so Thomas, we can confirm it was London as the primary listing. So it's just so everybody's clear. Guys, today was a massive milestone for the new Canal Plus group as the JSE listing took place. I'm worried with Maxime being here because apparently there's no French football players hanging from the ceiling. We'll fix that, Maxime. But guys, I'm going to keep this very short. Let's give a huge South African welcome. It's an honor and a privilege to have the Canal Plus Group CEO Maxime Saada, who is going to introduce and tell us a little bit more about what the listing means for the new group and specifically for the African continent. So welcome, Maxime, and thanks for coming.
Thank you. It's okay because you have a Paris player, Hakimi, Paris Saint-Germain, who just won the Champions League, if you don't know. So we're very happy with that. What a day. So today we're very proud, of course, because this is another milestone for the new company. To be listed in Johannesburg, and as you said, to be the first French company ever to be listed here in Johannesburg. And it's very important for us, of course. It's symbolic, but it's much more than a symbol. Why? Because three reasons, really. One, as you know, Canal Plus has 40 million subscribers today, more than 40 million total. 23 of them are in Africa. So the majority of our subscribers are here already. This is a really African company, and the growth that we expect with David's Get Back to Growth strategy will be in Africa. Most of the growth will be coming from Africa, so of course it was very important for us to be here. The second element for us to be listed here is that, of course, we will create a lot of value in Africa, and it was very important for us to share this value with people here in Africa, investors, individual investors. We saw this morning already that a lot of individuals are buying the Canal Plus stock on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. And institutional investors will follow. We know that. We saw a lot of them with Amandine and David. And we'll have a lot of interest from local African investors. And it's very important for us to share the value that we will create here in Africa with stakeholders. And because, of course, the main stakeholders are here, in MultiChoice City and in Africa, across our African territories. I am very happy to announce that we will launch a value sharing scheme. Audrey, Richard, and Chepi have been working on a scheme so that every people working for Canal Plus in Africa will have some shares of the new company. All of you will be investors. And of course, this is also a story not only of Africa, but of South Africa. And this country is so important in MultiChoice, and now for Canal Plus. You know that the African headquarters, all of Africa's headquarters are here. Not only MultiChoice headquarters, but the new Canal Plus headquarters in Africa are here. Yes, oh! Nicolas Dandois, our CFO, was the first to move. David is following now. He's found his home, his new home. So he will move here with his family and make this country his home. So of course that's very important. And South Africa has welcomed us. We spoke about the JSE and the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, and have they been very, very supportive and very professional. And we have felt a lot of support coming from a lot of people here in the community. But of course the most important people are the content people. Because as you know, I've said this, I really believe in this, we are going to create new African stories that will travel across the world. Our biggest ambition is about African content, produced here in Africa, told by Africans, the African way, the African representation, not only here in Africa, but across the world. We announced a new projects, Road Home, about Paul Simon's Graceland album, that took place in apartheid, and we will tell that story with a high production all the technical team will be South African. There will be more than 500 people involved in this movie that we will shoot here. And we will announce a lot of ambitious projects that we will shoot here. So fiction is a big part, of course, of the history and of the stories we want to tell. But this is also the home of the biggest, greatest brand in sports in Africa, SuperSport, which is the most beautiful brand, for sure, in Africa and beyond. And so when I speak about South Africa, we all think about sports and the importance of sports here and the relationship, because this is not about transaction. We are a relationship. I have been at Canal Plus for 2 decades, more than 2 decades, and we know about relationships and the importance of really establishing partnerships and respecting our partners. And we are very happy to announce our commitment to South Africa and our commitment to sports today with 2 announcements. One is we are announcing that the Rugby Cup will be, the 27 Cup will be on SuperSport. We signed this today. I think we have Mark Alexander here. And of course, we'll be able to follow the box until 27 on SuperSport because we have all the URC game. I was there in France in 23 when the box won. So we'll see if they're able to win their 5th title in Australia. 5th, yes, all behind the box. And last but not least, the big announcement, surprise announcement. We're very proud. You may have seen him already in the crowd. Dr. Irvin Koza is here. It's a great honor, Doctor. Great honor. Congratulations on the Pirates. Yes, yes. Yes, persistence, professionalism, work. And of course, we are very, very happy to announce today that we have extended our relationship until 2034 with the PSL. This is absolutely critical. This is now the longest sport relationship in all of Canal Plus, all across our 70 countries. This is the longest agreement. So I want to thank, of course, Géraldine Gigi, David Mignot, and you may recognize that guy over there, Imtiaz Patel. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Calvo, for being here as well. So Dr. Koza, thank you very much. It's a great honor to have you today. And I want to thank you not only for this agreement, but for the years coming forward and our work together. You have been absolutely instrumental, not only on soccer, much broader in us understanding this country, its values, the importance of certain elements that we have really tried to take into consideration. When I said South Africa was supportive, I really thought about you. You were the first person I met here on the ground, and you were, from the beginning, very clear on what needed to be done, and I want to thank you for that. Thank you very much.
I don't know if you can hear me properly. Distinguished guests, the Canal Plus leadership, our partners at SuperSport, and the football family in South Africa. Today is not simply a financial milestone. Today is a statement of intent. When a company chooses to list on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, it is not merely seeking capital. It is planting a flag. It is saying, we believe in this country, we believe in this market, and we believe in what we are building here together. I spent many years in football, long enough to know the game is not preserved by sentiments alone. Institutions require stewardship. Relationships require honesty. And legacies require the courage to have difficult conversations even with partners you respect and admire. I'll be candid, as is my nature. The road to where we are was not always a smooth one, nor should it be. When a company of Canal Plus global scale enters a market like ours, it arrives with ambition, with conviction, with a model that has succeeded across continents. That is precisely what makes Canal Plus a formidable partner. It is also what made it necessary at times for us to remind one another of something important. South Africa is not simply another market. The PSL is not merely another rice packages. The consumption of the PSL football has evolved beyond passive spectatorship. The PSL exists today as a live, continuously interpreted national experience. The gap between seasons is palpable. Supporters experience the absence of football almost emotionally. They talk of it being lonely until the new league season starts. The knowledgeable supporters has become highly analytical. Their conversations cover form, momentum shifts, tactical trends, player psychology, institutional dynamics, and historical patterns in real time. Because betting markets and algorithms increasingly reflect this depth of consumption, knowledgeable supporters are often able to identify the breakup of trends and momentum. PSL matches are no longer isolated fixtures. They are events with a larger ongoing national narrative, where every result carries consequences for another. Do not be fooled by low attendances in some of the matches. The following and consumption is consistently high. Go to the socials and you realize this. The socials have groupings dedicated to the PSL as a subject of knowledgeable consumption. This league carries the hopes of communities, the aspirations of young people, and the pride of millions of supporters. It is woven into the social fabric of our nation. There were moments during our discussions where to ensure that the unique importance of South African football was fully understood and fully respected, not to obstruct ambition, but to anchor it, not to resist change, but to ensure that the progress was built on a genuine appreciation of what this league means to this country. I say this not as a criticism, I say it as a tribute, because Maxime listened. And a leader who listens, especially when it will be easier to say no, is a leader worthy of respect. With respect to Maxime. From the beginning of this journey, Canal Plus made a promise. They said they understood the significance of what they were investing in. They said they will be partners in the true sense, not extractors, but investors, not tenants, but long-term custodians. Importantly, they've honored the promise at a time when the media industry faces significant challenges around the world. Across broadcasting, technology, and sport, businesses are navigating economic pressures and changing consumer behavior. Yet despite those realities, Canal Plus has continued to invest in South African football and in the future of this league. That commitment matters. Standing here today, I can say that the future of the Premier Soccer League is secured. Today, we celebrate the continuing partnership between Canal Plus, SuperSport, and the Premier Soccer League, a partnership that will ensure South African football remains visible, valued, and financially sustainable for years to come. Maxime, you have demonstrated that a global company can carry local responsibility with integrity. You have shown respect for our clubs, our supporters, and the role football plays in our society. For that, on behalf of the PSL, our clubs, our players, and millions of our supporters across the continent, I thank you sincerely. The Premier Soccer League is not merely the preeminent football competition in South Africa. It is one of the greatest football institutions on the African continent. For generations, it has provided young people with a dream to chase a pathway to opportunity and a stage on which talent can flourish. The success of that pathway is visible today. A significant number of players representing Bafana on the road to the FIFA World Cup have emerged from the Diski Challenge, a development platform that has come to be one of the most important investments in the future of South African football. That is what sustainable football looks like. One's responsibility as the chairman is always to leave the league stronger, more secured, and more respected than when I started. This partnership forms part of that responsibility. The rights secured through the agreement will provide stability to our clubs, certainty to our supporters, opportunities for our players, and the foundation upon which the next generation of South African football can continue to grow. The JSE and the broader investment community, what you are witnessing today is what the responsible partnership looks like. Canal Plus has chosen South Africa. They've chosen the PSL, and in doing so, they've demonstrated confidence in the growth, resilience, and future of African football. I believe they've made a wise investment. To Maxime and the entire Canal Plus family, congratulations on this important milestone. May your listing mark the beginning of a new chapter, defined not only by commercial success, but by the enduring success of a game that unites communities, transcends differences, and inspires millions. And to our supporters across South Africa, the PSL is secured, its future is protected, and the best still is to come, lying ahead. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup, Dr. Khoza. And I will ask Mr. Saada just to wrap it up. Final comment before we wrap up the formalities.
Well, I don't know what to say after this. Thank you very much, Dr. Khoza. We are honored by your words. I just want to say this is super exciting. I'm very excited about the future. I hope you are too. And we have lots of work, lots of things planned. And I know it's tough sometimes, so I really want to thank you all. This is my final word. Thank you to the 15,000 people at Canal+. Thank you to Canal+ Africa. Thank you to MultiChoice. Thank you to people across Africa for all your work and your hard work in making this possible. Thank you.